Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is day 26. Today we're focusing on opening the front body. So in this episode we're gonna have a good stretch through the front of the body, bringing our camel pose back in, and today we may come and find full camel. It's your choice. For today's practice it would be very helpful if you had 2 blocks, alternatively any other cushions or maybe books can be used. So let's start straight away in a laying position. So we're going to bring the blocks, the 2 blocks on your mat. I'd like you to place 1 block across your mat on the medium height, and then bringing the other block just in front of it like a T shape. So bring your bottom towards the bottom block. On the sole of your feet can come towards each other. Ease yourself into the position, come down on your elbows and bring the bottom block towards the mid spine, and then slowly ease back so your head can rest on the block. So that's going to be your headrest. Now you might find that you need to bring the block a little bit lower for you to feel comfortable. So you might find the blocks coming down on the lower level. You may use a cushion here or a rolled up towel underneath your lower back, underneath your mid back. Your hands can rest on the side with the palms facing up. Sole of your feet come towards each other. If you feel that this is too open, you may just bend your knees and rest the knees towards each other. So the chest is pretty open here. You're able to breathe really deeply into the chest. Allow your facial expressions to soften. Your hands, forearms, fingers, relaxing on the ground as you gently open up through the knees and hips. Taking full breaths in and out through the body to let our nervous system calm down. Bring your attentions onto today's affirmation. I accept myself unconditionally. In today's world, we always want to compete, compare. So what if you would live your day to accept yourself the way just like you are? Take one more inhale, and on your next exhale, as you come back to your body, I encourage you to take your time to slowly bring your arms in and tucking the chin in towards your chest. Just create a bit of engagement in your core as you lift your head and gently lift yourself up into a seated position. Make sure you do this slowly and just place your blocks back on the side. As you come and lift yourself up, keep your legs in your butterfly position. You may bring the feet closer, rest your hands on your ankles, maybe your big toes as you lift up tall. Allow the knees to flow back out. Flow one more inhale into your chest, and as you exhale, bring your hands behind you. Allow the hands to press into the ground as you lift your chest. Great. So relax your left knee down, and the right foot is going to come into the center. So just allow the right foot to come fully into the ground, facing your left foot. So you might just stay here and allowing that left hip to open. You may create an open twist, but keeping the left hand on the ground, and then reaching the right arm to the inside of the right leg, opening the leg as you press into the inside of the thigh and the shin. I'd like you to gently create a tension as you push your right leg back into the arm. And look further away towards the left side, over your left shoulder. But if you've got any spinal problem, just keep your eye gaze to the side. Finding half a spinal twist. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale to release this right hand behind you. Open up the right knee, flatten the edge of the foot into the mat, and then bring the left foot into the floor. Allow the edge of your left foot to face your right, the sole of your foot. Left knee into the center. And you might take the twist, so the left arm reaching up, Down the midline, pressing against the left thigh. At the same time, you're going to push the left knee back. And the right hand can come behind you as long as you lift up tall through the spine. Maybe half a twist, maybe a bit further, turning through the back of your neck. Find your full open twist, feel a little string-like stretch down the right side body as you bring the left rib cage towards your right hip. One more inhale. And exhale to soften completely. Bring your hands behind you one more time. So a little leaning back as you plant the whole of your palms into the floor, feet together. Inhale to lift, maybe lift the eye gaze and let your head tilt back gently. And you're welcome to lift your hips if you wish to have a full stretch up towards the ceiling. Great. Relax your hips back into the floor. Now cross your legs, and if you feel comfortable, lean forward and kick your legs out behind you. If that's not for you, just find your legs back. Bringing the hands underneath your shoulders and the knees underneath you start with. Now keep your knees above your hips and just walk the hands towards the front of your mat. Anahatasana. So you're going to let the upper body chest soften towards the ground. Maybe a block underneath your forehead here. Notice the stretch through the front body. Press the armpits towards the ground. And just feel into the side of the body, so all the way down the length of the arms up to the waistline. On your next inhale, gently lift yourself up halfway and then bring the hands back underneath your shoulders. Face into the spine with some cat and cows. Inhale to bring the belly to floor. Allow the eyes to lift towards the ceiling. On the exhale, create a C-shape in your spine as you curl. Inhale, tilt your tailbone upwards. Soften and open up through the front of the body. Exhale, curl everything in, feel the shoulder blades coming away from each other. One more time, inhale. Show off your collarbones like you had a beautiful necklace that you want to show off. And on the exhale, tuck your chin towards your chest. Find your belly button with your eye gaze. Come on back to center. Bring your hands just a little further forward. And allow the hands to reach towards Anahatasana, but somewhere in between the two positions. Now we are going to take a little bit of a fly. So you're going to let your hips push back and take a nice long stretch like a child's pose variation. And then on your next inhale, you roll forward, a little bit of rounding in the spine. And if you feel comfortable, allow the hips to come down as you bring the eye gaze towards the ceiling like a high cobra. Then going to draw the belly in and drive the hips back into that child's pose modification, the bottom of the hips, off the heels, and then we're rolling forward and let the hips come forward, open the heart, look up. So you decide how deep you're going into this position. If you got any troubles with your lower back, you just want to find somewhere in between, so not quite softening, not so much extension in the spine. Great, find your way back to the center. Bring the hands just in front of the shoulders, so just maybe an inch or so in front. So when you lift up into your down dog, you got a great range between the hands and the feet. And I'd like you to start to push your hips towards the ceiling as you lengthen through the arm. And it's important that you find length in the upper body first. So drive your tailbone towards the ceiling and maybe bring the heels towards the ground. You might find it more beneficial for you to bend the knees. So decide what feels right. If you can soften the heels, that's great. If not, that's okay too. So on your next inhale, slowly roll forward into a plank position. On the exhale, lower the knees down and let your body come down towards the floor, all the way down. Inhale to draw your shoulders back into cobra, maybe lift up a little higher. And then exhale to release, tuck your toes, lift the body out of the ground and into your downward facing dog. You're going to repeat this twice, progressively making it a bit more intense. Choose which one you want to stay with. So we roll forward at the inhale into plank. We lower the knees down. Now this time you got the choice to lower halfway down. If you want, come all the way down. And then let your upper body pull forward to come into a high cobra. Tuck your toes, push the hips back and up into a downward facing dog. One more vinyasa. We're rolling forward. Now you might lower down all the way with the knees down. You may be lower down with the knees off the ground and halfway into chaturanga. And then flipping the toes under, coming into up dog facing dog. Instead of this, you can lower the knees back and down and into a cobra. Then come back into our downward facing dog, hips high, stretch through arms and legs. Nice work. So you're going to lower the knees back into the floor. Next time and come all the way down to the floor. Let's open up for the front body. Forehead can come into the floor, feet about hip width apart. And see if you can bring the hands behind you. Maybe rest the hands on the lower back, maybe take a clasp. And then push your knuckles away from you as you bring the heel of your hands together. Feel the shoulders coming away. You might stay here. On your next inhale, you maybe lift your shoulders and press your knuckles away from you. Maybe lift your leg up. So find a little opening through the front body with your locust. We only stay here for one more inhale. And on the next exhale, we release. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders. Gently press back and take a release in a nice long extended child's pose. As you inhale next time, lift up and as you bring the hands towards your knees, tuck your toes underneath and sit back onto your heels. Relax your shoulders away, reach your arms as you inhale and exhale to bring the hands behind you. Take a clasp and push your knuckles towards the floor once again. So you feel the shoulders coming away, the shoulder blades come towards each other. You may lift the hands off the bottom and feel the stretch of your feet. Eyes straight to the front. Great. Relax your hands. Give them a shake if they need a little release. And let your hands reach behind. So bring the hands into the lower part of the back. Cradle the tailbone. So you're going to find the thumbs coming to the outside, the fingers pointing down. So you create like a bottom of the diamond shape with your hands. And then draw the elbows behind you like someone would hold them together and would pull them towards each other. You might just stay here and that's enough opening for you for the front body. You may lift on your next inhale, your hips towards the front and let yourself stretch through the front of the body as you lean back, still cradling your lower back. The eyes are going straight towards you or maybe a little further up if you can control the position of your neck. And to find a full camel position, you can keep your toes tucked under. When you're ready, keep really stable through the spine, pull the belly to spine and reach back with your left hand, coming onto, holding onto the heel of your foot. Hands towards the inside of the heel. And then shoulder blades together as you reach back with the right. And that might be comfortable for you. If not, just stay with the hands on your lower back. You can stay with the chin tucked in, or you might let go and push through the upper back. So feel the extension coming from the upper back as you let your head tilt back. One more inhale here. On the exhale, tuck your chin, bring the head back. Allow the hands to find your lower back. And let yourself relax back and down. So hands come towards the floor. Relax your feet. Forehead comes down. Take a full inhale here. And a full exhale. Bring your attention back to your affirmation today. I accept myself unconditionally. And that includes even if you're not able to do advanced yoga poses. So you are not identified by what you can do. Taking one more inhale, exhale to gently lift up and come into a seated position. So I'd like you to find any comfortable position that feels good for your body. Relax your shoulders away. Let your shoulders relax completely. Allow your eyes to just soften in front of you. Let your shoulders relax away from the ears and the spine to be long. On your next inhale, bring your right hand down on the side and the left arm reaching up and across to take a lovely side bend. Feel the fingertips reaching away from you from the center. And then coming back to center, bring the right hand behind you and the left hand behind you and the right hand across on the outer left knee. Inhale to lift up the chest, exhale to take a twist look behind you. So it's a nice and easy release for your spine. When you're ready, just bring your right hand behind you. Allow the hands to anchor and lift the chest, look up. Come back to center, keep your right hand where it is. Take a side bend towards the right stretch. And release completely. Well done. Let's repeat this on the other side. So we start with the side bend. The right arm reaching up and across. We release the right hand behind us and we bring the left hand on the outer right knee or maybe in the center if you feel that your twist is limited. Let your chest lift as you inhale and then exhale to finish the twist. Keeping the spine tall as you wring out any tension of your spine. Release your twist. Bring the right hand back out to the side and take one more side bend. As you start to deepen your breath, relax back to the center. Inhale, both arms up, bring the palms together, slide the hands down to your heart. You may decide to close your eyes for the next 3 breaths. Feel it release as you anchor down through the sit bones. Allow yourself to feel better in your skin. And remember to say to yourself often, I accept myself unconditionally, no matter what. With all my flaws, all my shortages, I accept myself unconditionally. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, gently let your eyes open. I hope you enjoyed your practice today. Let's take a bow together. Namaste. I'll see you on the mat on day 27. I hope you enjoyed that video. For more Pilates and Yoga videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button and check out all the other content on the channel. I'll see you on the mat.